What's up, family? It's your girl. Back at it again. Let's see what messages come out. Alright. So we got the main card out. Let's get the main attraction cards. Now, let's get clarifiers. I just ate, and I think I ate too much. I am kind of full. Hello. Second set of clarifiers. Let's get into it. Bottom of the deck, power of prayer to resurrect humanity. We need to pray for humanity. And it also have ground self. So learn to ground yourself. Love will never have you in competition. Something you need to also remember. Maybe a reminder you need to have in regards to certain relationships. So the main thing for the read, we have use your voice. The last reading, throat chakra came out. It's the heart, and throat chakra, matters of the heart, could be coming out in regards to prayer. Maybe you're going to be praying for a love that will never have you in competition. We also have here a fight between old fears and new growth. Okay. There could possibly be a relationship coming in that, the collective is deathly afraid of. Not literally, but just given the emphasis on how afraid you are of it. Because love has had you in competition, maybe all of your life, in multiple relationships in different forms, whether it may be familial or a friendship, platonic, relationships. They, may have had you in competition, maybe with other friends, whatever the case may be. Romantic. Wow. So first card here is go at it alone. This may be how you've always felt, that you had to go at it alone. It says you'll be fine. Ground yourself. Miracle mentality. Imagine yourself in a relationship that you would like. First card to clarify, go at it alone. It says what's unfolding in you, and so that may be part of the reason why you need to go at it alone as well. Is that there's a lot of growth still happening. You're still settling in between, again, like the card says, old fears and new growth. There's a lot of things that you're settling in that aspect, because you have rewritten your entire script. Like, you have really changed. You are really embodying the essence of who you've been working to become all this time as you have been on your spiritual journey. The next card I'm going to clarify here is they hate your expansion because they are deathly scared to expand. Ironically, I just used that term, like you're deathly afraid to learn. Not learn, but to love, to be in a relationship. But you've rewritten your script, though. You know what I'm saying? And then with the what's unfolding within you, again, that last reading we had was all about self-love, and just this level of self-love that you are tapping into. You're magnetizing beautiful relationships, opportunities, joy, happiness, all of the things. Okay, first card to clarify, they hate your expansion because they're deathly scared to expand, because they know that they're not going to be able to grow with you. They know that you're going to outgrow them. Again, so that may be the reason why you need to go at it alone. Silently remove yourself. Silently walk away. And just like the card says, you will be fine. You know, if there's a situation in regards to a person that you're really afraid of walking away from, allow yourself to sit in the emotions and the feelings of perhaps losing that person or having to walk away from them. Allow yourself to really, really sit in that if you can. You know, use your imagination and just sit in that heartache and that pain and that frustration. Try to imagine yourself in it. That way you can allow it to flow through you and out of you. That way, if the situation or the circumstance actually happen where you have to walk away from that person, you can do it like that. You can do it with ease. It says couldn't grasp your essence until they couldn't. What did I mean when I wrote that? I must have been writing. And so, ooh, it makes sense now. Now that they can't grasp your essence, now they want to make the effort to grasp your essence. Now they want to make the effort to grow. It says they hate your expansion because they're deadly scared to expand. They couldn't grasp your essence because they didn't want to do the work to become an energy match. This is literally the other card that came out. You know, they're not an energy match. Perhaps you're not an energy match for them, whichever it is. But again, remember, there's a lot of power in your voice. So, power of prayer. Make sure you are speaking. You need to speak your prayers. You need to speak your intentions. Next card we're clarifying here. It says no hierarchy, just oneness. And then it has the dimensional gateway on the bottom of the thing. It says in them trapping you. They have trapped themselves. Okay, so again, this person that has rejected you, not chosen you when they could have. I feel like you're going to be, again, separating yourself. And then they're going to try to come in, but it's going to be too late, perhaps. It says you will fall in love with yourself. You know, we were just saying that. Okay? And that's what's happening. It says they in them trapping you, they've trapped themselves. Because in them trapping you, you know, they wasn't expecting you to grow and evolve and to be like, okay, yes, I love this person. They thought they were going to be able to have a hold on you and you wouldn't be able to walk away. Long story short. But you are. And you do. You will. And when you do, now they see that the trap that they set for you, they have fallen into. They're going to fall head over heels in love with you, and you're just not going to be there. It says, the next card we're clarifying, it says the brain analyzes and the heart knows. First card to clarify that, it says they cannot block your soul expansion to accomplish your soul mission. Okay, and then we also have Oshun, which is the card of love. You know, the finer things in life, joy, laughter, magic. That's what you're going to be embodying. That's why you can go at it alone and you will be fine. Okay, again, you've rewritten your entire script and you're not who they thought you were, who they're used to you being. Again, there's a battle between old fears and the new you. Oh my gosh. So the last card we're clarifying here, it says you won. Okay? You won not with revenge, not with explaining yourself, but with elevation just by ascending. First card to look, they tried to treat you like a basic bitch. They tried to treat you and think of you as a basic bitch. It was a big mistake. Okay? Look, you're about to be recognized. You're about to be recognized for being that chick. Okay? That beautiful essence. They're about to see the beautiful essence that has always been you. This Oshun energy. You about to have people falling in love with you, throwing their jackets over puddles for you. Okay? Since the brain analyzes and the heart knows. So, know that you can trust your heart. Again, love yourself and know that you've won. Okay? There's no hierarchy, just oneness. Know that there's no one above you, just like we saw in the other card. Love will not have you in competition, and you need to understand that there's no higher hierarchy, because this person may have tried to triangulate you with other people, but yeah, that's not, you don't play those type of games. Okay, there's no hierarchy, just oneness. This is about with the dimensional gateway on the bottom. This is how it is within the dimensional gateway. There's no hierarchy. We know in life that there is some hierarchy, but in the ethers there's just oneness. And I feel like you're becoming one with that higher self energy of you, your God self. Because again, clarifying that is, you will fall in love with yourself. Okay? You're going to fall in love with yourself, and when you do, those people that try to trap you in love with them will be trapped in love with you. This Oshun energy is hands down, that's what the energy is. You is about to glow the fuck up in a real way. Okay? You won. Again, and it's not by revenge. It's not something that you're trying to intentionally do and just intentionally look good so this person can find. No, it's just going to be your essence, your aura. It's going to speak volumes before you even open your mouth. And then when you open your mouth, it's going to times it by 100, by 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we have come to the point in the read where we're just going to grab some cards out of the deck, because they all apply. That's what we set that's what we calibrated these cards to do. So, but anyway. Alright, Earth Angel, period. You are an Earth Angel. It gives King of Pentacles energy. God ordained assassin. Okay? You are a God ordained assassin. I feel like when it says is the reciprocity up to par. I read that wrong. Wow. And I've been reading it wrong. I've seen this card a couple times already. I was reading it wrong every time. It's the reciprocity up to par. Can this person give you what you give them when it comes to value? Maybe they can do more things financially for you, but it's the things of the spirit that they probably can't even recognize that you do for them, that you actually do. You know, and again, they don't have the bandwidth. Just like the card says here, they hate your expansion because they are deathly scared to expand. You know what I'm saying? It's they couldn't grasp your essence until they didn't have the chance to. You know what I'm saying? It's for ready is always too late type energy. And you need to use your voice and speak that aloud. You know what I'm saying? Know that you have the power to rewrite your entire script, that you have rewritten your entire script. And that's what is unfolding within your world right now. So it may be, God ordained that you go at it alone at this time. Do what you can, but quietly remove yourself, quietly separate yourself from certain situations. Fight between old fears and new growth. Coming out again, you are embodying the essence. You identify with the essence of who you've become. Okay, the old you is gone. Look, recalibration. And we were just talking about calibrating these cards was the word I was trying to look for. You are recalibrating yourself. Again, you have rewritten your entire script. So now you're going through a time of recalibration, of again settling the energies, settling themselves, grounding themselves. You are in a state of grounding. So this power of prayer card can be very significant at this time. You need to really be putting forth prayer, because we already know when things kind of start going haywire, that's when attacks of the enemies feel like it's the best time to come in, because you're not focused. You're not focused on and guarded in the way that you should be, because there's so much coming at you. So make sure you use the power of prayer in that regards, but also in initials D, N, and V. Also in maybe a little bit of isolation. Maybe not go out as much or at all. There's still, like I said, the energy is very strong around you. Love will never have for you. Love will never have you in competition. It's coming out again. It says death is a necessary transition. So that, again, this could be an ending to a certain relationship. Maybe a certain relationship with self. There's just some really beautiful, beautiful, loving, happy, joyful, peaceful, graceful energy. I'm feeling this is manifesting and acting on your vision. This is what you need to be focused on as you go into a time of isolation. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Okay. Again, that could be isolation. That isolation energy, whether it can be forced, it could be by choice. We're doing it by choice, and this could just mean be that you don't discuss. You may be receiving some downloads and all of that. Don't discuss what you're creating or doing as you go into this isolation. This could also just be about gossip in a way, or someone not claiming you, disowning you, that type of energy. We have not an energy match, because again it's the reciprocity of the part. Not so much, not as much as you think it is. You are so used to not, some of us, I'm not going to say you, but most of us are so used to receiving crumbs that or barely getting crumbs. When we do get crumbs, we're so excited, or we're so grateful and thankful, and we pour out way more than what was poured into us. The air is charged, though. That's why the power of prayer needs to be very important at this time. Make sure you pray for the desires of your heart. We have ignorance and ego. It says fuck them, okay? These people who can't see your greatness, who don't want to expand, that are afraid of your expansion, it's ignorance and it's ego that's making them afraid of your expansion, hating your expansion, trying to block you and delay you. You know, it's their ignorance and their ego that they couldn't, what is that? They couldn't grasp your essence until they couldn't, because their ego is in the way. There's something about their ego, something about ignorance and ego that is going to spark up in them missing you. And there's like, damn, if I could have only did this or that, or, you know, really took time to try to learn what she was saying or what she was doing, or I actually listened to her instead of allowing my ego to feel like I'm the know-it-all and just let what she was saying go through one ear and out the other. If I could have just released my ego and saw her, things could be different, you know. We could be together. I wouldn't have tried to trap her just to drain her energy, but, you know, I would have loved her in the way that she wanted me to love her. I would have chosen her the way she wanted me to choose her. Okay? But now it's too late. You stepping out. You just embodying this Oshun energy as you sitting in your isolation. You ain't even out in the world, just your energy. The fact that these people was able to touch, you know, be in the vicinity of your essence is going to call out on them. It says focus on strengthening your sense of well-being. Okay? To cool down and redirect energy of impatience. So you may be in the energy of impatience because you feel all these changes going on. But just focus on strengthening your well-being to cool down and redirect energy of impatience and aggression to more creative pursuits. So focus on strengthening your sense of well-being in the direction to creative pursuits. Go at it alone. The air is charged. That's why it's time for you to just focus on you. It says you not standing in your royalty is convenient for them. Stop playing it. Stop playing small. The energy is charged. Use your voice. Use your power of prayer. It's time for you to come out of the background. That is not where you belong. Okay, we have conjunction here. So again, that may be calling in a life partner for you, or, you know, just a really good person that's supposed to be a life partner. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be business. It can be soul family. It says now able to carry more light, love, and patience than ever before. You are a leader. The air is charged again. You have evolved. You have leveled up. You're now able to carry more light and love and patience, which also makes you a target for more attacks, but that's okay. The reason why you can experience that is because you have the capacity and the bandwidth, and that you're more than capable of overcoming any challenges that may try to come and stimulate. Dry brushing is the thing, so we need to possibly do some dry brushing. Literally. Or this could just mean there's something that's going to come to stimulate things. Stimulate things to light up your life, okay? Because what? Now you're more able to carry more light, love, and patience than ever. So I feel like you're really going to be blessed in the love area. And then we pull this, overlooking too much. And then we have for show and for clout. You need to also know that with you, again, now that you're able to carry more light, which means your light is brighter, it's kind of like a moth to a flame energy. Okay, so you may be getting a lot of people coming in. Make sure that you're not overlooking too much, that you use your voice and to say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, no matter if you think it may hurt someone's feelings. But remain honest. Don't lie to them. You know what I'm saying? You got some people coming around um, you for show and for clout because you're beautiful and they just want to be seen with you, you know. But those energies are out of alignment, so you need to make sure that you got your good eye out for those types. All right, it says your feelings may be irrational, and that's again because the energy is all over the place. You're settling again. We just came off of a full moon. Um, you may just come out of a really turmoil situation full of turmoil. Could have been experiencing some car issues. I know I'm just coming off of dealing with car issues. Um, the full moon, some people, or just the energy of the cosmos. You know, I've heard people saying that they've been like really tired for the past couple days. So your feelings may be irrational, and it doesn't have anything. It's not a person. It doesn't necessarily have to be something personal. It could be what's going on in the ethers. But it says it's okay to feel that way. It's okay. And this reading is to bring you understanding as to why your life may be topsy turvy right now. Why you may be experiencing um, car issues. But remember the power of prayer. It will get you through whatever it is that you're dealing with. Like my situation, I was facing having to pay about $700, $800 worth of work done on my car. I ended up on I ended up paying probably like 200 at the end of the day. It rounded out to like 200-300. It's still less than half than what I was going to have to pay. Um, so everything worked itself out, you know. And it says it's okay to feel that way, but why do you feel that way? And again, this is what the card is saying. Ask yourself, why are you feeling that way? And again, I just said this reading may give you insight as to why you may be feeling that way or going through that. It says talk it out with your Ori. Use your voice, power of prayer. So that use your voice card could be about you using your voice, speaking life into yourself to resurrect the humanity within you and the humanity in how you treat yourself. Stop bullying yourself. Stop talking down on yourself. There's so many people outside of you that speak highly of you, but when you don't see yourself in that way, it makes them question your worth. Um, so really do the internal work. So we have June, and then calling the shots. Come, possibly you're gonna work through all of this energy, and come June, you're gonna be calling the shots, calling some shots, okay? But the air is charged right now. That's why you need to really tap into the power of prayer. It says you inspire people to reconsider the true meaning of life. You know, you inspire people to not just waste their time. We have grandfather on your mother's side. Is he's coming through right now, maybe a protector for you at this time, and maybe a guide to help you find your peace. So call on your grandfather, call his name. If he's living, he still living, give him a call, maybe pay him a visit, maybe have a conversation, and in that conversation something really valuable, you're going to receive something really valuable. Or if your grandfather is passed, call his name, make his name known, bring energy. Because baby, it says they won't smoke. Spirit is about to give it to them. Hey, it's giving your grandfather on your mother's side. If you got some shit or some situations that need to be handled, call his name and be like, pop, pop, pop. Okay, it says fear, a tool used to paralyze you. Grandpa said you ain't got nothing to fear. Okay, I got you. If they won't smoke, I'ma give it to him. X gonna give it to him. Pop's gonna give it to him. Pop's gonna pop gonna give it to him. Okay. He said you ain't gotta force nothing. Just let it just let shit unfold. Don't force it. You ain't gotta do nothing. Sit your ass down. Didn't I tell you to isolate yourself? Stop trying to prove yourself to folks. Just sit down. I got this. We got this. Okay. Like I was just saying that obstacles power right before you. A quantum leap is about to happen. The old frequency is wanting attention. The old frequency is trying to come back up. That again, possibly low self-esteem, people pleasing, all of the things. Okay, trying to keep you down. But remember, it's all you got to always find the lesson, because that's going to help you to cultivate peace and to move forward and to continue shifting not only your paradigm but other people's paradigms. It says you are shifting the way people view the world. Wow, that one just came out, didn't it? It came out in a different way. Yep, it says you inspire people to reconsider the true meaning of life. Like you got people really looking at life in a totally different way. Just how you operate is a spiritual lesson for a lot of people. The way you face fear, okay, is inspiring, because fear has been a tool used to paralyze the humanity. And people know, you may not think people see you, but they see you, okay, and they see your ability to cultivate peace in the face of storms and to have a peace that surpasseth all understanding. Okay, these people wanted you to wait, to be waiting. It says you're supposed to be waiting, but instead of, well, this is a card actually about being still. I think it says you're supposed to be waiting, but you've been pushing, planning tactics and seeking solutions, distracting yourself only to be brought back to square one, which is to just be still and to allow things to unfold. Okay, we already said that you are magnetizing opportunities, love, relationships to you. With this ocean energy, you are drawing these things unto yourself. Okay, you're bringing them to you, the desires of your heart. So you need to not be impatient. Just again, all you gotta do is focus your strengths on your creative pursuits. Focus on strengthening your sense of well-being to help you cool down and redirect the energy of impatience. Okay, this card is the card of impatience. you know this could have, again, could have to do with a relationship um, that you're trying to plot and plan, maybe trying to trick this person up into uh, finding out that they're cheating on you or trying to get over on you. Spirit says you ain't got to worry about none of that. Okay, Spirit just said if they want the smoke, Spirit is about to give it to them. Spirit gonna give it to them. Great grandpa in particular. Okay, so you ain't got to be seeking revenge. Then this, look, you won. It's not with revenge, not with over explaining yourself with the people pleasing, but with just elevation, just by increasing your frequency and constantly working to increase your frequency. And you've done that because look, like it said here, you are now able to carry more light, love, and patience than ever. It's time for you to really sit in that energy, and when you do, it's going to teach them to respect you. Okay, it's gonna teach them to respect you because you took the proper process, but they didn't. It's this proper process not taken. Um, they didn't do the work, and it's going to come back on them. You just need to rest in the knowing that it will come. They will get theirs. You don't need to force it. Stop trying to force it. Just let things unfold because it is unfolding in a God-ordained way. Remember, you are a God-ordained assassin. And it's, again, you're not doing it. You're not assassinating people in a negative way, but with revenge or belittling yourself. But you were just assassinated. You're assassinating people just with your pure existence and joy and happiness in the face of them trying to tear you down. And your belief in the power of prayer and the power of your voice, you are defeating them. Okay? By just simply speaking life, you defeat them. Okay? You have rewritten the entire script, and it's unfolding. Let it unfold. Okay? Wow. I just cut to this card here, and I'm going to end it right there. It says, now that you're stepping into your authority, Spirit is fucking them up. Here we go again. All of them. They thought they got away. They thought they got away. Spirit said, you're not getting out of here without us letting you know what's really good. So if anybody around you that may be experiencing anything, any sickness, or hell, the car issues you may be having could be because people have been throwing black magic on you. But know that it's going to come. It's gonna come right back to them. Times multiplied. Okay, I don't know if it's 10, 100,000 or whatever, but it's going to be multiplied back onto their heads. Again, the trap that they set for you, they're going to fall into it. The Spirit is fucking their ass up. Okay? Where is that card? There you go. Now that you're stepping into your authority, use your voice and say, I am stepping into my authority. Use your voice and say, I call my power back. Use your voice and say, I am a leader. I am the leader. Decree and declare. So you might need to do a petition. Write your decree and declare petition. If you follow Solarah Speaks, SOLARH, Speaks and Rises, or something like. She has 2 pages. And in the description box of her videos, she have like different decrees. I hadn't checked anyone out, but I've been, planning to. I plan to do a lot of stuff and don't be actually doing it. But the fact that I even want to, there's value there. I just need to actually do it. But yeah, so if you need some decrees and declares, or maybe something that can help outline that for you, because the ones that she most recent one she said is about calling back your power, tapping into that Lilith energy, and taking back what's yours. Okay, reclaiming your time and not wasting it anymore. It's the reciprocity up to par in regards to me dealing with whatever. Will the reciprocity be up to par? It may not be equal, but is it at least up to par? And it's be exceedingly and abundantly. It needs to meet it or be maybe right below. But maybe not even there. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Anyway, I'm going to end it right there, family. Hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Love you all. And until next time. Peace.